Hey everybody, welcome back to the Slasher Uprising channel, the home of the slasher movie. In this video, we will be taking a look at the next 10 slasher movies that I reviewed for my Slasher Movie Archive series. This will be a recap of episode 11 through 20, so if you are new to the channel, or if you are a returning viewer feeling nostalgic, you can find full reviews of these films on my Slasher Movie Archives playlist. But for now, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's packed full of a lot of fun stuff. Struggling to cope with his partner's unexpected pregnancy, Carl must go to any length to provide for his new family. After being called in for a job with an old sketchy business partner, Marshall, he is hesitant to get dragged into something he might later regret. They are hired by a collector who asks them to steal the leprechaun's gold. Thinking they would earn some easy cash, Carl and Marshall recruit some local workers to help them search for the gold, which they soon discover is at the end of the rainbow. However, as they divide up the gold in exchange for cash, they realize that the road to riches is not always smooth and can be deadly. After purchasing a clown doll from a creepy antique store, Lane begins to receive mysterious and threatening phone calls from an unknown caller. She begins to suspect that the voice of the caller may be that of the clown doll communicating to her via static energy. Now, as her loved ones begin vanishing, Lane must figure out if the clown doll is truly alive. Otherwise, she may be next. When Muffy St. John invited her college friends up to her parents' secluded island home for the time of their lives, she just forgot to tell them it might just be the last time of their lives. As soon as the kids arrive on the island, someone starts trimming the guest list one murder at a time. And what starts out as a weekend of harmless April Fool's Day pranks turns into a bloody battle for survival. It's Easter, 16-year-old Nicholas's favorite holiday, but when the mentally disabled youth's mother, Mindy, begins a relationship with a psychotic criminal, bizarre events begin to unfold as home intruders, prostitutes, and street trash are murdered in bizarre and gruesome ways by a crazed bunny masked killer. Just who is behind the mask and how will their blood-splattered night of carnage end? Easter Bunny Kill Kill is a stylish and totally original confection where gore, violence, horror, and humor all intersect for a creepy good time. Spring break is usually the time for an old college tradition, hitting the beaches for a little sun, surf, suds, and wet t-shirt contests, a non-stop party of the wildest kind. But this year, there's a difference. This year, one of the local bikers, Ed Diablo, has been given the chair. His last words were, "I swear I will come back for revenge," which could explain the mounting body count of grisly murders being piled up by a terrifying biker with a shocking way of killing his victims. More shocking even than the electric chair. His targets are pretty girls, peeping toms, and anybody who gets in his way. Local authorities like the sadistic police chief, the town's alcoholic doctor, a sinister minister, keep the killings under wraps, while the rest of the town is removing theirs. It's a spine-tingling, thrill-a-minute adventure as Gail, a victim's sister, a football star Skip Banachek, single-mindedly run down the mysterious biker from hell, with the rowdy madness and maximum exposure of spring break happening all around them. For happily married detective Richard Larson, the hunt for a demented serial killer gets personal when he begins to experience mysterious visions of the killer's victims before their bodies are discovered. The trail of evidence points to Clive Rudolph, a seemingly affable locksmith with a disturbing past. When yet another woman is abducted, The tension mounts as the race to save her life grows even more desperate. But the closer Detective Larson comes to uncovering the facts, the nearer he gets to exposing a shattering secret that will haunt him forever. Deep down the forgotten stretches of back road where the cool kids race their cars, two deranged brothers, Daryl and John Roy, intercept 911 calls in their father's beat-up old ambulance to exact medical atrocities upon their unlucky victims. Under the blood-red moon, love and grisly murder collide at a private girls' school when a maniacal killer transforms their world into a living nightmare. Renowned Shakespearean actor Leon Lazark stars as Miles Sheffield, a biology instructor at the elusive St. Elizabeth School for Girls. He is an enigmatic figure who is cruelly dominated by his wife Virginia. Behind her virtuous demeanor as the school's headmistress, she taunts her husband with her many sexual exploits. Miles hides his agony by demanding the maximum effort from his students. But his torture remains as the blood moon rules. Murder continues, students disappear mysteriously, and the entire community is plunged into a spine-jolting ordeal of unforgettable horror. Blood Moon is a chilling, suspenseful thriller that will thrust you a step beyond your darkest fears. Three beautiful young women, former college roommates, plan a tranquil reunion together. The plan was for the three of them, and just the three of them, to enjoy the weekend at a remote wilderness camp. All was going well until they were dragged in their sleeping bags to an isolated house. The hellish nightmare begins when they meet a mother and her two brutal sons. Their relationship proves to be a travesty of maternal indulgence as the mother supervises and sanctions her sons' bizarre games of terror using the co-eds as victims. This mother sure was proud of her boy's talent with an electric carving knife. Wouldn't any mother be? A secluded tropical hideaway becomes a serial killer site for revenge when four beautiful girls arrive for their 5-year college reunion of sorority sisters and succumb to gruesome murders one by one. Now it is up to two local police detectives to track down the killer before the next victim is killed, and they must figure out what dark secret ties the victims together.